Hey guys, I just finished making this seat cover for my car seat and I totally winged it. There's no pattern and I'm going to show you exactly how to do it so you can copy my same sewing methods in order to make your own. It works for any car. You can see I do have a seat cover here that I purchased on Amazon, and it's the whole purpose to cover this mess here because these Mercedes C300 seats have this common problem and they tend to rip apart. Anyway, I had something sticky under there before. Long story, let's get right into creating this pattern. I'm going to show you how I made it. I just take a piece of scrap fabric, which this was actually a pillowcase, and I'm tucking it in so it kind of sits firm. And then I, with my pencil, going to trace into the grooves. So right now I'm creating the center panel of my seat. And I'm keeping it as flat as possible, the fabric, and I'm just tracing with my pencil. And that gives me a pretty nice rough estimate of what the center panel should look like being cut out of my fabric. And I am going down to the front a few inches more because I am going to add an elastic to make it fit well. And now I'm going to do the side panel and just trace down about an inch more on the side. It's really all by eye. That's why there's no pattern here. And I'm sure your seat is a different seat, and also you'll have to create your own rough pattern as well. And I'm just going to mark that this is the left side, which we only need one of the sides, and this is the center. And here is what it looks like. Now what I did is darken in my lines a little and I cleaned up my curves. Again, it doesn't have to be perfect. You'll see that it does work out in the end, thank goodness. And I am going to add a little bit more of a seam allowance to the ends. So I'm just marking here to add more as I cut, but I may mark it with my pencil. I don't know, this is a complete experiment right here on video. And here as well, I'm adding a little bit more seam allowance because I will be adding an elastic to the edges. What I'm doing now is adding half an inch more to the left side panel, and it'll be on the right side as well. So I'm using a fabric ruler. You definitely do not need a fabric ruler to do this. You could do this with a regular ruler. I just like using this because it's transparent and you can see your original line under, and it makes the work much easier as I'm showing you here. Why am I adding this extra or making this pattern larger? Well, I am thinking that I want to put an elastic around the seat cover so that it stretches over my seat and stays in place. So this is the extra fabric for the casing that I can feed the elastic through. In the event that you have questions on what I'm doing or questions about your seat cover, please don't hesitate to add your questions to the comments of this video and I will answer them ASAP. Now that I have my fabric patterns cut out, what I'm going to do is choose the fabric. I originally wanted to use this heavy polyester because I love the feel of it, but then I decided to go with this scrap fabric, which is vintage, like I most always sew with vintage stuff. I don't even know why, but I do. And as you can see here, it's rayon and silk. Don't even ask how I have it, but it's here. Looks gorgeous, and it totally matches and coordinates with my car interior. So what I'm going to do now is cut out the pattern, laying it on the wrong side of my fabric. Remember, for the side panel, you will need two pieces. So I am going to do one cut, cutting two pieces out at once. So I fold my fabric right sides together and I lay my pattern on. And now I'll have two of the side panels, left and right, facing in the correct direction. With my three pattern pieces cut out, I'm going to lay them right sides together, just like I'm showing you here. And where my left hand is, that is the front of my car seat. My right hand is at the back of the car seat. And I'm going to pin in place and sew right down. With about 1/4 of an inch, I'm going to sew down these panels, back stitching at the beginning and the ends. And I'm using about a 2.5 stitch length, and again, about 1/4 of an inch seam allowance. Here's what my seat cover looks like so far, and now I'm going to press the hems. I've also decided not to finish the raw side or the back side of the hems. I'm just going to leave them raw. I'm not going to finish them. There's really no point. This isn't a garment, and you're really never going to see the opposite side. So I'm leaving them rough. Now, on the back of the car seat here, what I'm going to do is just fold this over with a few hems to the wrong side, a few double hems. I left the back originally a bit longer because I was thinking I would need straps to tie around the seat from under, but it worked out that I didn't. Anyway, I like that the back is doubled. Anyway, I decided to create and sew on a side panel. I realized I needed it. And I will create now the casing to this side panel. Again, this is all rough, done on camera, no planning. So I measured about how much I need, or the length of both panels. And I'm gonna cut that out right here. I'm not even telling you the measurement because your car seat, I'm sure, is different. But this, in case you wanted to know, was 34 inches. And I'm making it about how high here? Let's see, about, yep, 4.5 inches high. Next to these side panels, on one long end, I'm going to press a 1/4 of an inch hem first, and then after that 1/4 of an inch hem is pressed, I'm going to press a 3/4 of an inch hem. And I'll sew it down, and this creates the casing for my elastic. You just need to make sure that your elastic will fit your casing. With the 1/4 of an inch complete, I'm going to double it now with a 3/4 of an inch hem. And this will allow my elastic to fit in. Next, I'm going to sew down this hem at the very edge of the hem right there. With my side panels complete, I'm going to pin them to the seat cover. So I'm going to start at the back of the car seat where the folded panel is. With the fabric's right sides together, I'm going to start at this seam right here in the back. So I start pinning from there and I just make the curve, meaning I curve the side panels to fit the curve of the original or the top of the car seat. I'm going to do the same thing with the second piece, matching these ends. Eventually I'll sew it on the sewing machine and you'll see how I do that. Really simple, but I'll make sure I will not sew close the casing or the opening there. And I follow the same pinning method. And back to the sewing machine, sewing with a 1/4 of an inch seam allowance all around the perimeter of this car seat. Here's what it looks like with the side panel sewn on. And for this back flap, I did leave it thinking I would have a strap there, but since I'm not, I'm just going to sew it down to reinforce it and keep it in place. For the next step, I'm using a bodkin to grab this end of the elastic and feed it through the casing. If you don't have a bodkin, which you probably don't, you can use a large safety pin. It does work the same exact way. Once I feed through the elastic, what I'll do is go over to the sewing machine and stitch it back and forth a few times to keep it still. And then I will fold over these edges here so that it sort of has like a scrunched or pleated look. and it brings the back together. So right over to the sewing machine. Here's what it looks like sewn in place with the elastic securely sewn in place. So now at this point, I just estimated and I pulled through the elastic from the other open end and I kind of just gave it a stretch and I sort of guesstimated, is this going to fit over my seat? And at some point, I just trimmed the elastic and I repeated the same exact step of sewing the elastic in place along with the extra added pleats. Here's what the completed DIY car seat looks like. And now let's go fit it on my car seat, hoping that it fits. Again, this was totally no pattern sewing, all done by eye. And to my luck, this is looking really good right here. It fits securely in, and I think I made a really good choice by adding the elastic. And in the corners here, I'm just stuffing it in. It is really cold here in New York, so bear with me as my hands hurt as I struggle to push it into the corners here, but it really does fit nicely. And there you have it, the easiest DIY car seat cover that you can make for yourself right at home. I really hope you enjoyed this sewing tutorial, and if you'd like, go ahead and check out my other sewing tutorials right up here on the screen. And please don't forget to subscribe and like.